already know. It's gonna be a collective reading, so take whatever resonate and leave the rest. I'm gonna shuffle these cards up, then I'm gonna get right into it. As always, I'm gonna pull my cards first, then some tarot, then some telepathy oracle, and then some lost girl mate one. One time para one time. Alright, y'all. Alright, y'all. Spirit, can I please have the messages for the collective? Can I please have the messages for the collective spirit? Whoa. Anymore. Anymore. Heck, almost got out. Anymore. I'll take it like that. Hold on, wait. I think I mixed them. Alright, yeah. That was the last one. Alright, so we got medical courier. So collective, you could be a medical courier or dealing with one, or you could want to do this. You could be looking into this. And we have race car driver. So you could be dealing with someone who's a race car driver, or maybe you want to switch fields. So maybe you are someone that does medical courier, but you could want to be a race car driver, or you could drive a race car collective. And we have park ranger. So a park ranger you could be involved with, or this could be a group of people of some sort. They could have stolen a property collective. So this could be a medical courier that's involved. A race car driver doesn't have to be a race car driver. They could be someone who drives a race car, so a fast car, sports car of some sort. And then we have a park ranger that's also involved, and we have stolen property. So these people could be involved when it comes to stealing a property of some sort collective. And then we have sales associate. So you could be a sales associate, or they could be involved as well. The name Lynn could be significant. And we have has nothing but good things to say about you. So whoever Lynn is in a situation collective, they can have nothing but good things to say about you. This could be someone who's a sales associate. They could have encountered you in one way or another. And then we have breaking major laws. So these people could be breaking major laws. These people that's involved in stealing this property collective, they could be breaking major laws. They could have broke major laws in order to steal this property. Then we have half on a baby. So someone in this situation could want to go half on a baby, but they could be stuck in this cycle with these people breaking major laws. So they could be involved with a bunch of thieves. And we have selling their prescriptions. So whoever this is that want to go half on a baby, they could be getting prescribed certain prescriptions, and they could be selling their prescriptions instead of actually taking them. So this could be someone who receives prescriptions for an illness or whatsoever reason, but they could be selling their prescriptions instead of taking them. And we have abandon you. This could be someone who abandoned you in a situation collective. Name Marlowe could be significant. And we have looking for qualities in you and everyone they deal with. So whoever this is that want to go half on a baby with you, selling their prescription, someone who abandoned you collective, they could be looking for you and everyone that they choose to deal with after you collective. And we have trying to cloud your judgment about a certain person. So they could be trying to cloud your judgment when it comes to someone else. Maybe they don't want you to move on, or someone could have clouded their judgment in regards to you collective, and this could be why they abandon you collective, because someone tried to cloud their judgment in regards to you. But now that they no longer have you due to abandoning you collective, they can now be looking for qualities of you and everyone that they deal with. And we have November. So you could have met this person in the month of November, or they could be born in the month of November. So they could be, what? I think a Scorpio or a Scorpio. And I don't know what else is in November, but they could be a Scorpio, or something significant could have happened in the month of November. Maybe they abandoned you in the month of November. And then we have sees you and no one else. So now that they abandon you and listen to the judgment of others or a certain person, they can now see you and no one else. So they could be dealing with a lot of people or different people trying to find the qualities of you and these people, but they cannot find them because they actually don't want to be involved with these people because they only see you and no one else. So even though they are dealing with these people collective, they could still see you. So they could be wishing it's you when they're with other people. And then we have life sentence. So this could be someone who's getting a life sentence collective, or this group who stole this property collective. They could be getting life sentences. And someone in the situation could be getting a life sentence for whatever they've been doing, breaking major laws as we have out here. So whoever has been breaking major laws, they could be getting a life sentence to life. Then we have woke. I said woke. Work overload. I always do this. Work overload. So collective, you could be overloaded with work collective, or someone else in the situation could be overloaded with work. And we have FaceTime. So you could be FaceTiming someone collective, or someone who had a work overload. They could be wanting to FaceTime you collective. Maybe they haven't had time for you in a while because of this work overload, but they could be wanting to FaceTime you. This could be someone who resides in Pittsburgh, traveling to or from Pittsburgh, that's wanting to come in and FaceTime you. We're going to make these friends a little shout today. A little shout. One time for that one time. Prayer, please give me. Oh, shit, that's a lot right there. Right there, right there. All right, so we got the tower and the upright. So there could be a tower coming to someone, a tower coming to these people who stole this property collective, coming to these people who broke major laws in a situation, and this tower could be a life sentence or life sentences if it's for multiple people. But these people or said person, maybe this person who abandoned you, they could be getting the tower collective, but the tower could be coming down on a lot of people. There could be some sort of accident that happens, some sort of destruction, but there could be chaos, a sudden upheaval when it comes to this situation or these people. They could be going through trauma, unexpected change, disaster, loss, tragedy, revelation, confusion, pain. Someone could be getting a divorce. Maybe they could be getting a divorce from someone that they went half on a baby with. And then we have violence, abuse, bankruptcy, natural disasters, unemployment, accidents. So we do have a couple of people out here that have certain jobs as medical courier, a sales associate, and a park ranger. So people could be losing their jobs for whatever laws that they have broken or whatever part that they play in the situation. They could be losing their jobs. There could be accidents going on. Someone could be having an unexpected change, which is this life sentence. But there could be a lot going on, collective. These people could be in a tower, or they could have tried to bring you a tower, collective, because they stolen a property from you. They could have broken up a certain situation with you and a certain person who decided to abandon you because these people could have tried to cloud their judgment about you, knowing that this person saw you and no one else. So maybe they wanted to bring chaos to your life, chaos to your love life. They wanted to cause you trauma, collective, and wanted unexpected change for you. So maybe people could be losing their jobs, be unemployed because they wanted you to be unemployed. They wanted you to lose a job. Then we have King of Wands. Envision. This is Aries energy. So there could be an Aries who's the King of Wands in the upright, who's energetic, experienced, optimistic, confident, strong, friendly, fun, charismatic, talkative, fearless, free thinking, driven, action oriented, passionate, honest. So there could be a King of Wands that's coming in, or this could be a King of Wands who want to come in and FaceTime you, or maybe they have a vision. Maybe they have a vision of what they want with you, collective. Maybe this is someone who wants to go half on a baby with you, who abandoned you, looking for qualities and you and everyone else. Someone who had clouded judgment due to information that was brought to them. But this could be someone who sees you and no one else. Then we have transition, Aquarius energy. So there could be an Aquarius who's trying to bring calmer waters to the situation. They could be healing in regards to something. They could be having progress. They could be moving on. Things could be calming down in a situation. There could have been a storm, and now after this storm, there's a calm. They could be overcoming some difficulties. They could be at a relief. They could be getting stable. They could have escaped something or a situation. They could have escaped a tower, collective. So they could have been involved in this situation and escape the situation somehow, so they could be escaping this tower and now healing and traveling away from a situation, away from whatever this drama is or whatever is going on, whatever this tower destruction is. They could have escaped this and traveling away from it. They could be in a transition period at this time, healing and progressing when it comes to their stability. Then we have the Ace of Cups in the upright. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. There could be a water sign who's getting new beginnings or in new beginnings. They could have a new relationship, a new romance. This could be love. This love relationship could bring them happiness. They could bring a lot of joy. They could want to get someone pregnant, like we already have half on the baby. So this water sign could be the one that wants to go half on the baby with someone, or this water sign could be someone who is fertile. If this is a female, they could be fertile, wanting to conceive, wanting to get pregnant, wanting to have a celebration. Maybe they just found out that they are pregnant. So if you are a water sign and you just found out that you're having a baby, you could want to celebrate this because you finally conceived. And you could be wanting to announce this at a social gathering. You could have an outpouring of emotions because you conceiving or this baby, this bundle of a blessing could be making you very emotional and happy. You could just be having an outpour of emotions because your emotions are upside down when it comes to pregnancy, all over the place. So you could be very emotional at this time, but this could be happy tears and not sad tears. And then we have the magician in the reverse. Someone in a situation could have wasted talent, collective. They could be in an illusion or wanted you in an illusion. They could be deceitful and filled with negativity. So, aside from the people that's actually in the upright, there could be others that are the magicians in the reverse. Maybe they thought that they were magical when it came to stealing a property. Maybe they thought that they were going to get away with stealing a property, get away with breaking major laws. But whatever this magical or magic that they think they do is very, it's an illusion that it actually works. It's an illusion that they're actually a magician and could get away what they want to get away with when it comes to this negativity. And then we have death in the upright, Scorpio energy. So there could be a Scorpio involved, or you could have this in your chart, or you could be a Scorpio, but you could be, there could be a death to a situation when it comes to these people breaking major laws, when it comes to you stealing a property. There could be an ending when it comes to people trying to cloud someone's judgment about you, collective. Maybe they're no longer listening to these people and they could be taking their own advice, going with whatever they feel about you, collective, instead of listening to other people about you. So there could be an ending in a situation like we have here. Someone could be going through a divorce as well, but you could be going through a spiritual transformation. You could be having a new beginning. You could be letting something go or someone go. You could be headed for a change. You could be transitioning. Maybe you could be traveling somewhere. Um, it could be sudden or unexpected upheaval. Maybe you're escaping this. Maybe you're bringing closure to a situation. And then we have release, change of work. So maybe you're transitioning when it comes to your job as well, collective. So you could be releasing one job to get another job, and this could be the new beginning, collective. So you could be bringing death to that, or you can be bringing death to a person. Or could you see this man on the ground and the horse just riding over him? So you could be bringing death to someone, maybe someone who thought that they was a magician. thought they was talented in regards to something that they was doing to you, but maybe whatever they were doing to you was them breaking major laws, and the death to them could be this life sentence because they ain't never getting out collected. So, hey. So it can be definitely death to a situation. Somebody getting the life sentence because they ain't seen the light of day ever again. That's funny. I ain't even noticed the person on the ground before. Hey, yo, that's gonna be multiple people. So multiple people can be getting fucked up collecting. This could be this one person that's down for the count, mate. Like I said, life sentence. So they no longer got their freedom. They down for the count. But you see these people over here on the side, neck look like it's broke or something. So like I said, somebody tower could be an accident, and in this accident, they could be getting their neck broke. People could just be getting messed up. I don't know. Whoever you are in this situation, you could be getting a renewal. You could be this little skeleton or whatever skinny. You was almost dead. You was almost out for the count, but you coming back. It's a renewal. That's funny. Spirit, can I please have this? Thank you. All right, so we got enlightenment collective. With enlightenment, there is no separation. We realize that we are one with the divine. So you could be enlightened collective. You could be enlightened that you are one with the divine collective. Or you could just be enlightened in regards to a certain situation. Enlightened that something is coming to an ending, that there's a death to a situation or a said person that maybe was a problem in your life collective, and you could be enlightened about this. Then we have barrier. So this person could have been a barrier to you, or this situation could have been a barrier to you. Then we have find ways around obstacles to find happiness. So you could have had to find ways around whatever obstacles these people were throwing at you collective in regards to love, in regards to stuff that was meant for you that you were supposed to get, stuff that was taken away from you, and you may have needed to find ways around what these obstacles was that these people were trying to put in your way. Like I said, they could have tried to make you go through the tower collective, and you could have had to find your way out of all these obstacles that was thrown at your way. You could have went through a lot of things such as abuse. You could have had accidents. You could have went through a lot of loss. There could have been a lot of trauma in the situation, natural disasters. You could have suffered from unemployment at one point in time, like I said, but you had to find your way around these obstacles to find happiness. So even through it all, you could have not let it bring you down entirely, and you could have still found happiness through all of this. And then we have strength. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. So you could be strengthening a connection with someone. Maybe this was someone that once abandoned you collective, but they could see you and no one else after dealing with other people and trying to look for qualities of you in these people that they just could not find. So you could be strengthening a connection with this person, or maybe you need strength in regards to dealing with this person because your souls are actually drawn together. Maybe this is someone that was supposed to be a part of your life for one reason or another. And then we have telepathy. So you guys could be communicating telepathically, or this person could be trying to telepathically communicate with you. Close soul connections, harmoniously synchronized reenactment of telepathic moments. So, yeah, like I said, you guys could be communicating telepathically, or they could be trying to connect with you telepathically. One thing, but I one thing. Oh, shit. Oh. So, and shuffling. I know y'all seen that, right? This joint just flew out. So we already got this about two times, the third time now. So you're definitely headed for a new beginning, a fresh start. Your slate is cleared in the situation, collective. So take advantage of your slate being cleared. No more barriers in the way, a death to a hard situation or a difficult situation that has been going on, collective. One more. All right. Spirit, please give me the messages for the collective. Give me the messages. Well, okay, whatever. I was about to put them bitches right back and said, nope. So we got nature, collective. You could be in nature or needing to get out in nature, needing to connect with Mother Gaia to get grounded, or you could be someone getting grounded in nature at this time. And then we have chosen 144, so you could be a part of the chosen 1044. You have a divine mission, ignite the fire within. So maybe you getting out in nature will ignite your fire within, collective, to help you and guide you to whatever this divine mission is, whether it is a love connection or something you are supposed to be doing when it comes to you being a chosen one. Then we have diamond in the rough. So you could be a diamond in the rough. You could be rare, one of a kind, under pressure, overlooked, turning into something great. So all of this chaos and destruction, all these obstacles and barriers in your way didn't take you out completely. Because like I said, the skeleton riding on that was like, I'm back with it. I ain't dead yet. I still got a little life. So you could be turning into something great, collective, even after being overlooked, even after being under pressure, collective. And then we have the come up. You could be a rising phoenix. Whoever counted you out couldn't count. You could be back and better than ever. So you could be this rising phoenix on the come up, a chosen one. That's why you rising like a phoenix, because you were chosen to rise like this phoenix. You were chosen to have a come up. You were chosen to realize that you were someone who is rare and one of a kind, a diamond in the rough, because you've been through a lot, but you came through like the diamond you are. And then we have strength again, as we already had strength when it comes to telepathy oracle. But you are going through a transformation that is requiring you to remain strong. So yeah, collective, you could definitely be transitioning now or in the near future. But whatever this transition is, maybe you are traveling, like I said. If this is an Aquarius, this could be you, collective. You could be escaping a situation by traveling, but moving on from things or someone or a certain situation. You could be healing at this time, but maybe through whatever this situation is or was, you needed to remain strong. Maybe when it came to transition, and maybe this is something you really didn't want to do or you was afraid to do, collective, but not knowing that this transition will help you move on to calmer waters. But that was your reading, collective. Hope you guys enjoyed. Deuces. I holla.